This world is not what you think it is. This world is not what you think it is. Oh, oh.
When everyone hears Eddie Bravo, they immediately think of space, right? So I wanted to think of something that has very interesting implications to nowadays. So have you ever heard of the Black Knight satellite?
No.
Awesome. Perfect. I'm glad I found something for you. All right. Well, this one starts in 1899. Nikola Tesla heard a signal coming from space. The pioneer of radio had constructed a massive tower at his home/laboratory in Colorado Springs for the purpose of experimenting with wireless power, but instead he might have accidentally become the first human being to receive a message from the cosmos. All right, so this is a quote from the Albany Telegram from Tesla. I have a deep conviction that highly intelligent beings exist on Mars. While experimenting in Colorado, I obtained extraordinary experimental evidence of existence of life on Mars. I had perfected a wireless receiver of extraordinary sensitiveness, far beyond anything known, and caught signals which interpreted as meanings 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe the Martians use the numbers for communications because numbers are universal.
And who's that? Who said
That's
that?
Tesla, Nikola Tesla.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because if you try to find an actual audio recording of Tesla, there's none. There's like one minute one, but you know everyone's saying it's from a movie. It's not him, and there's no. If you could find an audio recording of him talking, find it for me and send it to me because I can't. I've been searching forever. There's no audio. I want to hear it from his voice because there's all these Nikola Tesla quotes, but how easy would it be for NASA to go, write that shit you just read and sign it Nikola Tesla.
That is true because after he died, all his papers were inside of a locked safe at the hotel he lived in, and it all got opened.
And Donald Trump's uncle.
Yep.
Was in charge of sifting through it.
Yeah.
And then he said, nothing to see here. But how come there's no audio fucking recordings? There should be a shit ton of his speeches, lectures. He should be taking notes. All that shit was destroyed in my opinion, because I haven't heard anything. All you see is these quotes. Like I'm hesitant to put up a Tesla quote because I believe that he was, the smartest guy probably ever. I believe that, but that could be fake too. I don't know. Maybe Nikola Tesla's fake. I don't know. I'm not sure.
He's pretty mythical.
I get what you're saying.
Where are the audio recordings of him? He died like in the 40s. Plenty of time. There should have been all sorts of fucking speeches and lectures from him, but there aren't. So maybe there were.
Was he a speech or lecture guy though? I mean, like
talking,
was he a
just
crazy
notes.
I mean, that's
he
my whole
was super
thing.
famous.
Was he
was super famous. Him and Thomas Edison were battling.
Yeah. Dude, Edison is a scumbag, by the way. This dude, someone sent me this, Louis Le Prince, is technically the guy who invented the fucking first motion picture camera. And he disappeared without a trace. When his son sued, he sued when his son claimed that his father did it. Edison sued him, and then his son died, quote unquote, mysteriously. Like that guy Edison's a gangster, dude.
Yeah. There's a really good drunk history on Edison and the Tesla beef.
Yeah,
and I think Duncan Trussell actually is talking about Tesla. So it's a good one.
It's tough. It's tough to trust any history, really. Like when people say, "Hey, they're experts on shit from the 1800s or experts on shit from the from Mongolian times." Like, how do you know? You're memorizing some shit. You don't know. You're just memorizing some text. You don't know what the fuck is real.
Yeah.
You don't know. There's so much bullshit out there, so many lies. To trust anything that's written down. It's like, read a book. Really? They can't lie in books?
Well, they do that in textbooks all the time.
Do you think this comes from
read a book. Oh, really? Which one? I'll read a book where you can prove that it's real.
I like that you are open-minded, but at the same time you
question everything.
You're very you're not going to just jump in. You're going to you want many. Hey, if anyone can get Eddie that audio, a lot of people listen.
Yeah, please. I'm looking for it.
Out there, do it.
There's a video with him. Supposedly it's him, but they're saying it's not him. A minute. There's 1 minute out there, and
We'll try to make it happen for you.
You just can't trust shit.
Yeah, let's look into it.
And so then here it goes. So that was 1899 with Tesla,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I guess technically by the time he quoted that was 1923. So 1928, amateur radio operator Johan Hals of Oslo, Norway, identified the same signal. So it's not just Tesla. In 1954, UF researcher Donald Kehoe told newspapers that the United States Air Force had reportedly that they had 2 satellites orbiting Earth and had been detected. At the time, no country had the technology to launch a satellite. Skeptics have noted that Kehoe was also promoting a UFO book at the time.
Okay.
So, again,
There's always some story going on there.
Well, here's where we get the name. So in 1958, a British rocket called the Black Knight rocket was used in a missile program, and this is the origins of its name. No one knows why they call it the Black Knight satellite.
Okay. Well, because of how it looks or what
Yeah.
the pictures show.
I'm going to get
Do you have a picture of it?
I'm getting to it. I'm building you up here. So in
Okay.
1960, Time magazine reported that the U.S. Navy had detected a dark object thought to be a Soviet spy satellite, but something of an anomaly considering that the U.S. and Soviet satellites of the time and still are in equatorial orbit, around the equator.
Yeah. So that's where their quote-unquote satellites are.
So that's where our satellites would go around at the time. This satellite right now was in polar orbit.
So
That
go
no
like
one
this.
had the ability to do.
Going like that.
All
I
right?
don't know what to say about that. I
Well,
that
I'm
could
gonna
easily
give you
be
some- I'm gonna give you some more.
disinfo. You know what I mean? I don't.
So check it out.
It's too easy to do that. Like
Put out the
it's too
info.
easy. Yeah, and just. I mean, they're faking all this other shit.
We'll get into the fake shit.
But Tesla's identified that it's definitely coming from that region, coming from above us.
According to some text.
And
that
then,
you
but
read.
other people as well. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
and saying that other people,
Other people have
saying
done
that other people, but actually saying that other people have
Yeah.
done. Oh, the scientist in Paris said the same thing.
The game of telephone.
Yeah.
That's like, how do you know?
Right.
Because one of the biggest bullshitters ever that I've ever known. This guy's in jail now. We've talked about it on JRE. He lied about he was a liar to the core. He said he was a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt when he wasn't. He was a fake black belt. And he was telling everybody.
How do you
He was,
fake
but
being
the
a
crazy,
black belt?
but the crazy thing about him is he killed someone with a rear naked choke, and that's why he's in jail. So it's like, that's ironic. He was a fake black belt, but he killed a motherfucker with a rear naked choke. So shit, is he legit? I don't know. He's in jail. He's in jail. But the one thing, I knew him very well, and the one thing, looking back and realizing, wow, this guy was bullshitting about everything, was he would always say, when he would say something, he'd go, ask Batiste, just ask him. And that convinced me. Because he's challenging me to
Yeah.
verify by asking someone
Yeah.
that's not there, but I'll eventually run into. But by saying that, challenging me, and I'm like, okay, I guess Batiste knows. Ask Batiste.
Oh, yeah, if he's
I
telling
was
me, go
there.
ask
Yeah,
him.
he would always say that. When he would
Right.
tell a story, he would always say, ask
Third-party
him,
validation.
ask him. Because that makes it real, right? Ask him. You ask him. That's real right there.
Right.
So Time magazine.
Now it's a group.
That's a
agreeing on
technique.
something, even though he's not there.
Look him in the eye and say, ask a friend.
Yeah, I mean, history is written by the winners. We never know about what really. The both
Exactly.
sides.
There's just so much bullshit that's coming out all the time with that, like SpaceX.
I think
and all
that's
that
done
shit.
on purpose. I think when they realized they can't control the internet, they flooded the internet with so much fucking information pulling you on every side that people are like, well, I don't know. I'm just going to turn on the news and I'm just going to get it for them. And I'm just going to listen to them. So shows like this we're doing really well because we try our hardest to weed out the best we can. Now you could sit there and be like, okay, we're doing third-party validation here, but this will lead us into where you're going.
Yeah, we try to lay it out and then let people make up their mind. Which,
We try our hardest to put out what we see as the truth. What you're supposed to do is we're like, I always say, we're the compilation porn of conspiracies. We take the greatest hits, and we put it out, and you're supposed to find these things and do research for yourself. Don't just take what we're saying for granted. Look into it. Study it. Whenever I get into discussions with people, the first thing they always do is like, oh, where'd you find that information? I go, what do you mean? Why is my information less than your information? Why is your information from Rachel Maddow, who you've never met before, who's valid, who gets a paycheck from people whose job, who all they want her to do is get you to buy into buying more of their gold, their oil, and their drugs? Why are you've never met this chick? But yet, you know me for years, would never fuck you out of $1, would be the first guy to come get you out of fucking jail if you were in trouble. Why don't you believe fucking me? Oh, where'd you get you that? What do you care where I got my information? I never say anything that isn't researched. It's just the truth, man. It's just the truth. Yeah. So I don't know why people are fucking beating the fuck out of me on this sometimes on the shit, but they don't want to listen to my information. There is a flood of misinformation put out there because they cannot control the message.
Well, speaking of lies, that brings us to 1963. Astronaut Gordon Cooper supposedly reported a UFO sighting during his 15th orbit in the Mercury 9 that was confirmed by tracking stations, but there is no evidence that this happened. Neither NASA's mission transcripts show any such report being made during the orbit. Cooper then went on for the rest of his life, reported seeing that he had saw a glowing green light ahead of his Mercury line module. He reported in the Australian Space Command, who were able to track it. Oddly enough, when he returned to Earth, he was not allowed to talk about the light, and he was reported that he had suffered hallucinations due to excess of carbon dioxide in his cabin. So this guy's astronaut, Gordon Cooper, saying in 1963 he saw something up there in the exact vicinity of what they call the Black Knight satellite, glowing.
Yeah,
he said, right?
That could be true.
Mm-hmm.
There could be some other kind of beings floating around, for sure.
Now, do you not believe in any UFO shit? That there's nothing out there?
No. I believe definitely that there's stuff up there.
Satellite. That's what they don't know how it is. There's some theories that's like 13,000 years old. I don't know how they get that number, but that is the number that
I think that's just to get you to buy into.
They keep on
more.
Yeah, that number has been regurgitated through time because of one guy put that number out there. But there is no doubt that this thing has been photographed. I mean, as far as we know, that photographs exist, that satellites exist, and space exists, but that thing supposedly weighs 10 tons. They say that
looks fake as shit to me. I mean, there's for me to believe anything about space, I need just the kind of evidence and proof I would need. You know where I would shut up? Mm-hmm. All they got, it's really easy. Really, really easy. Just put, the International Space Station, supposedly they send 2, 3, 4 cargo ships up, and they switch out the scientists, dump off a couple scientists, couple jump in, and then they come back. They do that shit like 4 times a year. They make a lot of money off each one. They're like when they're in front of Congress, trying to get some more money. Like we need to go like 4 more times. Just can you sign that so we can go 4 more times? They're like, okay, 4 more times. Yeah. We're doing a lot of research and we're gonna save a lot of lives. They always say that, saving lives and research so that we can get further for humanity. Yeah. And they're like, okay. Yeah. So they like it. So I would shut the fuck up about all that shit if they would just take a GoPro and videotape the whole fucking thing, the whole process, getting into their little rocket, shooting up. I'll sit there and watch the whole fucking thing, and then show me you docking with that International Space Station. I'll want unedited, no cuts. Show it to me. If it takes 13, how long does it take for the rocket to take off?
It takes 2 hours to get into space from ground.
Really?
That's way too far or long. But anyways, how long does it take to dock onto the International Space Station? So it's basically
one Joe Rogan podcast.
How long would that take?
A little bit, maybe. Technical terms, who knows? Maybe an hour.
Because the International Space Station is like 250 miles up, floating, but floating at 17,000 miles an hour. Did you know that? It's going 17,000 miles an hour. So something's going to dock on something going 17,000 miles an hour.
You get to the same speed. Haven't you seen those Red Bull guys that skydived out in the
You get to the same speed and then you dock at 17,000 miles an hour? You get to the same speed?
Well, the only thing I have to say about that is that you have planes that as they fly, now 17,000
miles an hour.
How fast are these planes going?
About 600 miles an hour.
And they're able to refill.
Have you seen the footage of them refueling? And it's very, very, it's hard. There's like a tube and then like a big, like a funnel thing, and they're and then they gotta try again, and they we got it, boom, we got it. Yeah. And you telling me there's never been anybody dead from those dockings.
Pretty impressive, right?
17,000 miles an hour. So I would shut up. If all you had to do was just put a fucking camera on one of them helmets and just film the whole fucking thing, uncut. Do that, and then we're good. I'll shut the fuck up.
This right here is leaked Russian footage from the space station, and supposedly they caught the Black Knight satellite. I guess this is in 2016. So go ahead and tell me what you think about this.
It's already fake.
It's already fake. Come on.
So what do you see there for the people listening?
I see CGI.
So you can see the Black Knight satellite as they describe it. It's like floating, slowly twisting, orbiting the Earth, allegedly.
You think that's all fake?
I mean, how is it real? You got to prove that it's real instead of me proving that it's fake. You know what I mean? Just prove that it's real.
No, I get that. I'm not saying that everything is 100% real or 100% fake.
You're just gonna have to prove it to me. This is not proof. How is that proof? This is easily faked, so it's not proof. You know?
I can't argue with you. I've had this discussion with people. I haven't been to space. I'm not smart enough.
It's really simple. They lied about 6 moon missions, right? A Nazi directed all 6 moon missions. Werner von Braun. It's fucking out of a comic book. Come on.
Yeah.
So from that point on, for me to believe anything about space, you have to give me some really, it has to be unfakeable.
Right.
Like whatever you show me, is it possible that was faked? If it's possible that you could fake that, then I can't buy it.
Well,
it's got to be unfakeable for me because they've already fucked up. They already lost my trust.
Well, you know,
6 moon missions and all that International Space Station shit and the space shuttle and all that shit. Come on, I can't believe shit. I think everything's fake. But when you realize that we've been lied to about everything when it comes to space, you know, the most important stuff, the moon missions, space shuttle. Space shuttle is just a high altitude airplane. That shit didn't go into space. That shit wasn't floating. ISS.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started with the fucking 6 people from NASA that are still from that Challenger that they think are still alive.
Well, this brings me, what is the chance that we start a GoFundMe? We get Eddie's passport to Russia. You get into a Russian.
No, it's really simple. It's way easier. This will cost $19.95. A little GoPro camera.
I'm listening.
They're going to the space station all the goddamn time. They don't have to do nothing. They could shut everybody down. Just give me an uncut video of the astronauts getting onto the rocket and docking and getting on and off. Show me that and I'll shut up.
Awesome. You heard it, NASA. Eddie Bravo's asked for it. We want Tesla's voice and we want some footage.
Here it
uncut,
is, dude.
Unedited.
Here it is, man. This is the guy. If you go to wariscrime.com, it says NASA. We didn't lie about some things. We lied about everything.
Is that written or did someone say it?
Hold on, I'm looking at I'm getting it going. I got to connect. But I'll find it by the end of the night. So let's get into this because Eddie hit me up. Eddie's like, because, you know, I just put this shit out about NASA and how all these Challenger astronauts are still alive. And everyone's like, dude, it's just coincidence. So you're telling me it's just coincidence that 6 people on a Challenger, that there are doppelgangers, not only with the same name, but the exact same looks, and they're all part of one group of 6 people. Is that what you're telling me? That these people have the exact same name, and they all look exactly like these people that all died in this one group of people. It's not a random group of people. It's not like suddenly I just pick 8 people walking down the street and go, hey, dude, you have a doppelganger, same name. It's these 6 same people with the exact same names. With 2 of them having twins that there's no record of them ever having twins before. What I think happened is they sent that shuttle up and it exploded, and now they're like, fuck, man, we got 6 astronauts here who are fucking supposed to be on a shuttle that just exploded. And it's just like, I mean, dude, I can't get an explanation for this. And people go, fucking.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Have you seen all the photos of them before, too?
Or they knew the whole time and it was part of the mission. Maybe they, you know, either way. Either they were supposed to go on a space shuttle mission.
Yeah.
And it blew up accidentally.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or they wanted to blow it up for a purpose. Like they go, we're going to launch something, blow it up, and that accomplishes something.
Or you get sympathy.
Man, it could have been it could have been an accident, and they're like, oh shit, these motherfuckers. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So if it didn't blow up, they could have just landed and said they came back. Yeah, you know what? I've seen that, and I'm totally I buy it about 90%. The only thing is, it's always the same picture of them. Mm-hmm. The older.
Oh,
picture.
You mean like how they
maybe
look?
that's Photoshop picture. Maybe.
But my point is, you can Google each one of these people and find the actual picture of them. I've Googled a couple. I've Googled them. These are all real people. They have LinkedIn's. They have job. They're they're professors at schools. Their pictures are there. You can Google each one of these people and find out that is their name, and that's what they look like.
So basically, what you're saying is,
What would
so nobody. Purpose? So maybe one theory could be. Every time they send up a space shuttle, it's the same crew, these hardcore dudes who know how to drive or fly high altitude planes. No need to take these scientists up. There's no need. No one's gonna see shit. They fly. They pretend they fly up. They land, and then they bullshit and say they were up there and all the experiments they did, and they keep doing that. Every time they do that, that's fucking $35 billion. Boom. Every time, boom. We do another one. Can we do 2 more this year? Boom. Just faking it, and then boom. One of them blows up.
Yeah, now they gotta buy.
Fuck.
But they don't kill these people because they're all part of the thing.
Yeah, so they're
like, hey, listen. So we have 2 options here. Either you guys never mention this again, or we kill you and all your family. Those are your options right here. So, one guy they can't find. Maybe that guy after time was like, dude, we gotta tell. And now they don't know where he is, and he's the only one in that they can't find anybody with.
But. The crazy thing about that is,
dude, they're
what
making
about the people that know them?
$55 million a year. I mean, a day. NASA spends $55 million a day on their projects. Yeah. Think about that number, dude.
I think they're slowly backing out of space and letting SpaceX take over.
Oh, that's how they privatize it.
Yes, exactly.
And what do you think of Elon Musk? That guy's like a modern day comic book hero. Like he's straight up. Right out of like pages.
Man, you know what? I never really looked into Elon Musk. I never looked into him. I just thought, okay, he's got his own little self-financed space program, super billionaire. I mean, he really is like that, the Iron Man character.
Totally.
You know? And that's all I really knew. I'm like thinking, how is he gonna? You know, he's talking about going to Mars and all that, and I'm thinking, yeah, right. He's in for a rude awakening, is what I was thinking. I didn't look into him that much. I just thought, okay, he's putting a lot of money. He's got good heart. He's trying, those Tesla cars. They're pretty badass. And then, when that SpaceX launch was coming, I thought, they're going to make it look really good. I mean, if they fake anything, they're going to make it look really good because, he's a trillionaire and he's super smart and he's a genius. And I'm thinking he's like a scientist and everything. I'm like, fuck, he's got like secret patents for those Tesla cars, and he's just like this, but I didn't know. And then I asked, maybe 6 months ago, I emailed Eric Dubay and asked him, I'm like, what do you think about this Elon Musk guy? Because I saw a couple interviews on with guys that didn't like Elon Musk, and I'm like thinking, oh shit, if these people that are clearly in the club are talking shit on Elon Musk, maybe he's legit. I'm like, that's all I'm thinking. So I asked Eric Dubay, and Eric Dubay said, dude, he's just like all those other guys. He's just another puppet for the establishment. He's another character. They created him. And I'm like, God, no, that's too much. I'm like thinking, but I never looked into him until the last few days. After watching that roadster that he put into space, after watching that, I thought, whoa, that's worse than NASA shit. It was ridiculous. And the first minute of the press conference he gives, immediately after, the first minute, every single line of that first minute is fucking amazing.
Here, I have it for you too.
That first minute, it's amazing. Everything he says is amazing, because now this is after after everyone on the internet's calling it fake. It looks so fake. It's the fakest looking shit ever. And he says it himself. He says,
it's real.
You know it's real because it looks so fake.
What was going through your mind? How amazed were you to see your roadster up there with Starman just cruising along with the Blue Planet? And how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake. And, you know, the colors all look kind of weird in space. There's no atmospheric occlusion. You know, like, everything looks too crisp. But we didn't really test any of those materials for, you know, is it space hardened or whatever, you know? So it just has the same seats that like a normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space, which I kind of like the absurdity of that.
Yeah.
He said it looks so fake. He said it. So he can't blame everyone else for saying it because he said it. So it sounds so prepared. It sounds like, dude, you got to say this because it looked like shit. I mean, did you really launch just a regular car? And he says this in the first minute. He says it. He says, we didn't test the materials for anything or whatever. It's not space hardened or whatever. It just got seats in it, and it's just like, it's literally just a regular car in space. It's literally just a car in space.
Yeah, like a $80,000.
He didn't even sound like he's, and then I looked into him, and I realized, here, play that first minute. Just play that for
try to find him talking about it.
It's the press conference.
Press conference.
No, it's the SpaceX Roadster press conference.
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
Come on, everything that's coming out of his mouth.
And, you know, the colors all look kind of weird in space. There's no atmospheric occlusion. You know, like, everything looks too crisp. But we didn't really test any of those materials for, you know, is it space hardened or whatever, you know? So it just has the same seats that like a normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like the absurdity of that.
What is it?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Like, it's just ridiculous, dude. It's just
how about these boosters?
So anyways, so then I started looking into him, and it turns out, according to the stuff that I found, it turns out that Tesla has never made any money. It's going down the tubes. But since it's a green thing, the government gave him $2 billion. So right there, I'm thinking, oh shit. The government gave him $2 billion, and he's got a thing called Solar City, which I don't know what it is exactly. Sounds like, you know, just a city where everyone has solar panels. But apparently, that's a financial disaster, right? So if that's true, financial disaster number 2, right? And then he's got another project, another green project. It's called It's like a hyperloop. It's like a hyperloop. And you look into that, and people are going, that shit ain't going to work. How's that going to work? People are breaking that down. So then I look into it a little more, and then it turns out he's a computer game programmer. He's not a scientist. So I thought he was a scientist. No, he sold his first video game at like 12 or something, and he made a little bit of money. And then
at 12, money is a lot of money.
And then he put together, he either bought a huge portion of PayPal, or he invented it. I'm not sure.
I think he invented it, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so that's where he made his initial money. That's where he made the big money.
The thing about SpaceX losing all this money, and you're like, oh, what is going on with that? You know, Snapchat loses billions. Like, Snapchat doesn't make any money, but why is it still running? Well, hey, man, if you're the government and you want to get people's faces, what a better way to do it than this with doggy fucking filters and all that shit.
Yeah.
And that's what they've been saying from the start, that fucking Snapchat was fucking facial recognition shit to get your, now you got your fucking, you got your profile, it has your name on it, they got your email, and then boom, you do your face, and bow, they got your fucking face. Yeah. And this app is losing money. It's never made $1. They can't make money. Same thing with Facebook, same thing with fucking Google, same thing with Google makes money, obviously, but there's a lot of these things that have the government or the deep state is investing in early that keeps them afloat even when they're losing billions of dollars.
So once I saw that, how fake that SpaceX footage looked, and I found out after that the government's, there's some reports that he got $4 billion from the government, taxpayers' money. So, but I think 2 is probably, I'll go with 2 because I heard 2 as well. It was on some news report. It could all be bullshit, but as soon as he's getting money from the government, it all made sense to me. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Everyone's losing faith in NASA, so they prop up Elon Musk. Yeah. Boom. And since Tesla, unless it's bullshit, and maybe Tesla's making a lot of money, but since they're, on the brink of disaster, he's launching that Roadster up there that could save his company, right? Everyone's going to want that Roadster. Yeah. It's like a big publicity stunt.
100%. 100%. Now, there's a moment, and your buddy, Eric Dubai put out this video, and there's a moment where people think there's a glitch, where there's this bright flash, right? And then seems to be something inside. Yeah,
it's like the car was inside the rocket. That's what that was. Like, it's supposed to be inside the rocket, and then it's supposed to
explode.
The rocket explodes.
The hatch explodes, thus putting the car into space.
And how fake did that look?
Well, that's the question. Is that on the ground in a set studio, which there's a picture of the car in this studio?
For sure.
Is that when the hatch explodes and that's the hatch?
When the hatch explodes, the camera should be shaking. There should be a gigantic explosion and rumbling and disruption.
Just before that, dude.
People think that's real, dude. People think that looks like Ted and Tim and Eric.
Just before that.
That looks like Tim and Eric.
Here we go. Yes. Is it that moment right there? This is what we're talking about.
Man, it's scary that people believe this. It's scary, and they're rooting for it. They're like, yeah, this is evidence. This is enough evidence that it's real. Look at that. Come on, man. Come on. Jesus Christ. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. People believe that shit.
What would you expect to see besides this?
Big trouble. That's fake as shit.
There's no stars anywhere.
No, it's just fake. When you look at enough CGI, admitted CGI photos of the Earth, and when you're obsessed with that shit, and you've seen so many, you're seeing the exact same thing. We're basically experts at spotting fake pictures of the Earth from space. We're looking at that shit all the time. It's like who's better at checking fake IDs than someone that works at a check cashing store?
That's true.
They're looking at IDs all goddamn day. They can spot like fake bills easy. Like a normal person can't spot a fake fake bill or a counterfeit bill as good as someone who works at a bank, someone who's working with money all the time. As soon as they could tell a counterfeit quick, boom, they go, this one's off. This is not like that.
It just senses with them.
Yeah, and when you see this shit over and over again, where they're admitting it on the NASA website, they're admitting that it's CGI composites, it's strips of data. They are admitting it because it does look so fake. They're like, hell yeah, that looks fake. They had to admit it. They have to admit it's a CGI composite. They're admitting it all the goddamn time. So when you see, oh, this is the real one, that looks just like the shit you said was fake.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. It doesn't look any different. It's the exact same thing. It looked fake, so you had to admit it was fake. And now this shit that you're saying is real, you're saying that now it's real, but it's the same fake shit.
No, I got you. It's interesting, dude.
The proof has got to be just irrefutable for me. It's got to. You can't just say, "Hey, here's a picture. It could be real." For me, it's not. Hey, it could be real, man. You should believe it. Why does everything have to be fake? It isn't like that. For me, it's like, it's fake until you fucking prove it to me with irrefutable evidence. It's fake because you've been lying this whole time.
Yeah.
So why would I trust a liar? You know, some guys just lying all the fucking time to you, all the time, and then like, why don't you trust him? You don't trust him on anything. Like, so your friend, trust him. I know he's lied about everything, but what makes you think? Can you prove that he's lying about this? Can you prove? You wouldn't. It wouldn't even be about that. It's like you've lied about so much shit.
Right.
This is so easily fakeable. I look at it a whole different way. Like it's fake until it's undeniably truthful.
So there's no chance, like, let's say you're in Russia. Would you go up in a MiG and go and see?
No, fuck no. So they could kill me?
No.
I'm not. All they got to do is put a camera on the fucking helmet and show me.
We'll get it
They
going.
won't do it. They haven't done that yet. They haven't done that. That's another, like, you haven't done that already? That's another, like, circumstantial evidence that...
Start to finish, time
yeah,
lapse.
it's just... Come on.
Unedited.
You guys haven't... There's no shots, no convincing shots of the docking to a space station that's going 17,000 miles an hour. You guys haven't done that a bunch already?
So you think the space station is real, but it's just lower?
No. It's
No belief in it?
No, not at all.
None of it.
None of it. When people say, oh, you could see it though. You could look out and you could see it. Go, wait a minute. It's the size of a 747 jet, right?
Like 3 football fields, I think. Or 2 football fields.
It's the size of a big ass plane.
But
That's
like
what it
the
is.
main modular.
Yes,
But like
yes.
the whole thing is supposed to be 2 football fields.
So if you can barely see a fucking jumbo jet at 35,000 feet, you could barely see it. You know how much higher the International Space Station is supposed to be? It's 250 fucking miles.
Yeah.
How the hell can you fucking still see that? You can't see. It's impossible.
Have you ever seen it before? Have you ever seen that flare, the light flare?
That could be anything. What I'm saying is, how would you be able to see? You could barely see a fucking plane at 35,000 miles.
What you're seeing up there is the light reflecting off those solar panels, because the majority of that whole network they have up there is just solar panels to keep their power.
Man, that's another joke. Come on, you have solar panels that are power. Solar panels are weak as fuck. You got some, and they've been up there for fucking 20. You've been floating up there for 20 years at 17,000 miles an hour with some solar panels. It's keeping those solar panels are keeping that fucking thing going for 20 years. Those solar panels suck. They suck.
Or what if they're like 7 years ahead of us in technology, the way they say most government is?
See, you're saying
How many years?
They say that government, Pentagon, military is like 7 years ahead of us.
If it's anything, it's got to be 20, 30 years ahead of us.
Well, like what we
way
see.
ahead of us. My whole theory is either we've never got past the Van Allen belt or we're everywhere.
Or do they even exist? Van Allen belt just might be some more, just another fictional part of the story.
That's true,
Like, who
dude.
knows? Like, who knows? If the Van Allen belt is there. Who knows?
If we to sit there and go that NASA hasn't lied to us before is naive. And this desire to believe that everything we're getting told to us is got to be true. And if it isn't true, that was one instance. And even though here's a bunch of instances, those are exclusions from what's really the truth, which is what they're telling us, doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't know why people would prefer to defend something that they're not sure is true over actually investigating. And I think it's because people are too busy to look into shit.
And people are really into Star Wars, and they're into it because it could be real in the future. This is what it could be like this.
Right.
And they're really into it. And you're raised with Star Wars and E.T. and Close Encounters, and you're watching UFO fucking documentaries. I was that guy. I got an alien tattooed on my left arm, big ass alien. I was super alien. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying I don't think they exist in the outer space.
In what
type.
they're saying to us.
I think they're on whatever we're on. Who knows what we're on? Who knows? It appears that, what we're on is mostly water, and water's always level. Water doesn't bend. They can't prove water bends. So it seems like we're in some kind of gigantic hole, crater that's level, which would be flat. What's on the outer rim? Who fucking knows? That's what it appears. Who knows? I haven't seen a picture of this. We're not getting any fucking real shit.
I mean, you
so
can
who knows?
bend water in a vase or something like that, right? If you fill it up in a vase, it takes the form of the vase.
No, water does not take the form of the exterior of an object. It takes the shape of the interior of an object. It never.
Okay.
It falls off the exterior.
Okay.
So there's no. You understand what I'm saying?
We wish we had Aaron had a
So-
thing. I could tell he's biting at the bit. Oh, he does.
I do have a microphone.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Aaron, as we wrap this up? Because this hour flew.
My point was my point with aliens though is
Finish it,
it
and then we'll get
appears
into
that we're
stuff.
on something level. Who knows how far it goes? It could be fucking infinite. I don't know. People are down for infinite planets. Why can't there be an infinite whatever the fuck we're on? Who knows? Who knows? But I think if aliens are real, they're coming from the same shit, just further away, and they're flying over, boom, and they're not coming from deep space, 100 trillion light years away.
What is the lie of a round Earth? Why is that a lie?
Who knows?
What is the purpose? What could they gain from that? Now, I'm not saying that you're, because I don't know, and I say this all the time. I say this, I don't know, I think it's round, but people like you, people I respect that have done a lot of fucking shit, say something's up. So I go, there must be something going on. That people who I respect, who've achieved a lot in life through hard work and dedication and intelligence, are telling me that there's something not right here. Okay? So I might believe in simulation theory over that, or any of that. But what do they gain from lying about around Earth? And I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm totally open to anything. I think that who knows what the truth is out there, that there's so much shit going on. But even though it's not my expertise, I'm more into money, power, corrupts. That's what I'm into. But I'm open to all the discussion. What do they gain from lying and telling us that it is a round ball? Is it that kills God, that there's no God, or there is a God, or
there's no creator? If we're random and if there was a random Big Bang and we're just floating, we're just random little speck of sand floating, it's the opposite of what religions believe, so I don't know. I mean, maybe it has something to do with that. I know physically it's easier to control people if you tell them you're on a ball, physically, because
in what sense?
Why? There's nowhere to go. You're going to go in a circle. So just stay where you're at and work and listen to us. It's easier to control people if you convince them that they're insignificant and anywhere they go, they're going to come right back. So you don't need to go anywhere. It's a ball. It's just going to be a big circle. Easier to control people. If the government came out, the governments of all the world came out and said, okay, we're on this flat plane and like the flat Earth was real, and there's the North Pole's in the center, and the South Pole is like a rim that surrounds us all. And we're like basically in a crater of some sort, in a puddle. And then they said, yeah, and then on the other side, it goes on forever. People, it would be harder to control people. People would be fucking taken off and spreading out. Who knows? Stop and think for just a second. It's not 1,000 miles an hour. It's not 2,000 miles an hour. It's not 3,000 miles an hour. It's not 8,000 miles an hour. It's not 10,000 miles an hour. It's 17 fucking thousand miles an hour. And they've never had an accident. No, and it's been up there for 20 fucking years with shitty ass solar panels.
Okay. Aaron, go
also
on.
Solar panels out in space, no ozone layer, no UV layer. It might be stronger out there.
It might.
I might be, because I don't know the science.
20 years.
All right.
20 years. Those solar panels are 20 years old.
Go on, Aaron. Anything else?
I'm merely enjoying the show.
Okay, thank you. And I respect that, Aaron. At the end of the day, would you agree that NASA has a credibility problem?
I would not argue that.
You would not argue that. Okay.
Yeah, it's their fault, because when you have a guy like Don Pettit, former astronaut, who he goes on in front of the world and says, yeah, I'd go back to the moon in a nanosecond, except we don't have the technology anymore. We destroyed that technology, and it's been a painful process to put it back together.
It makes
again.
no sense.
Come on.
It makes no sense.
You're going to say that, and you're not going to go, wait a minute.
It
You're going to
makes
hear
no
that.
sense.
You're going to hear that and go, that's not proof. That's not proof. That's not proof.
I think people want to believe. They'll rather come up with excuses not to believe it than think that maybe they're getting, because that's where the anger comes from. Okay, so you want to do this last thing. We have one more thing for you, Eddie. Here we go.
So go ahead and we'll wait for your
I'm an only
rebuttal.
child, so I can have a good time by myself. I
Joey,
know
right.
how to have a parade in my head by myself. So I just throw something out there and wait for him to catch it, and then I go attack it. It's like when I told Eddie, when Eddie asked me what was wrong with Joe Rogan. And I told Eddie that Joe got accosted by the CIA. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, whenever you talk to Joe on the phone, don't you hear the phone click? Right there, that was a crucial moment in the conversation. Because if he says no, I don't have him. But if he says yes, I got this motherfucker. And he says yes. Everybody's phone clicks. We all got cell phones. Once he said yes, I knew I had him. So I just kept pounding him with Joe Rogan and the CIA. He's getting followed. When you go do the podcast, look at the pole, there's a camera up there.
Oh, my God.
You know, then I got the guy from my block with the cop car to come to the store. I gave him a yardstick. And I told him to sit by the store one night that Eddie and Joe were there. And I called Eddie out. And I go, look down the corner. There's a cop car.
Up.
Yes, I did. And I go, hey, listen to all your conversations. This went on for like a year. I kept toying with him. And then finally, after a year, I got on a plane with Joe, and Joe, comes on with his bag of vitamins. He lands on the plane with like a bag on it. And he's like, "What the fuck is going on with Eddie?" He told Alex Jones I'm in the CIA, and I'm fucking howling because it was me who put it in his head for
Johnny
a year.
Appleseed
Oh, I
planting those seeds, huh?
You just keep everyone.
So Joey torments you. Is this what's happening here?
I guess so.
Dude, I love it.
Do you know how scary it is to see you not smile across the table while
Does
playing that
upset
clip?
you? We could edit that
Nope.
out. That was a weird moment.
No.
Listen, man, I got a question for you, man. Okay. So, I've been a fan of you for a long time, right? So, what made you make the switch from like being a moon landing denier to like?
That's a good question.
Crazy if you don't know.
If somebody reputable starts talking about UFOs, you can co-opt the person and say, hey, want to know UFOs? We'll show you the real deal. But not only can you never talk about it publicly, you have to be a debunker publicly.
I'll tell the government right now, tell you right now if you're listening, NSA, CIA, I'm available, okay? If you show me all the real wreckage, I swear to God, I will make fun of that crap to the end of time. I'll make up stories. I'll lie to my mother. I don't care. You show me a UFO, I'll lie to my mother. I swear to God, I will make fun of that crap to the end of time. I'll make up stories. I'll lie to my mother.
There's no way people went on the moon. There's no way. There's no way people went on the moon. There's no way.
There's no way that was a hoax. There's no way. There's no way that was a hoax. There's no way. There's no way that was a hoax. There's no way.
Joe, you were totally down for, you were the moon hoax crusader. Something?
No. Hold on, Eddie. This Japanese satellite that all these hundreds of scientists worked on for like
NASA.
a decade.
They fake moon landings.
They shoot it out into the space.
They fake the moon land. Like they do it in NASA. NASA, that's what they do.
Why do you think if they have the technology to make CGI that looks that good, why don't they have the technology to shoot a camera into space?
Where's the pictures from NASA? How come they don't have any?
They don't have that space kind of
they don't have the technology?
No, they just never did it.
They also don't give up.
Kind of
Show me a real
satellite.
picture. Show me a real picture.
Listen, NASA does not have one of those satellites.
Fake.
Why do you think that's fake?
That's fake as fuck.
Why does it look fake as fuck?
It looks like something you'd see in a movie.
That's because when they do it in a movie, they try to make it look like this, which is what looks real.
If that's real to you, man, shit.
You don't think it's real?
They faked 6 moon landings.
Stop saying that because it's irrelevant. Stop saying that because it's irrelevant. Stop saying that because it's irrelevant.
Now, you were a moon guy for a while, right? Is that
Yeah,
right?
well, listen, my issues with not believing that people went on the moon, a lot of it had to do with a friend who had an uncle who worked at Rocketdyne. And this guy was convinced that there was no way to do it. He was an engineer, and he said they were so far away from doing it that the fact that they did it, and they did it 7 times, but...
What made you make the switch from like being a moon landing denier to like...
That's a good question.
Crazy if you don't
No, I don't think we're crazy. No, this is my take on it. Absolutely, I don't know enough about astrophysics, about space travel, about the science that's, the work that's been done, about how to get a rocket to the moon and back. I definitely don't know enough.
It's rocket science.
There's no way people went on the moon. There's no way. There's no way people went on the moon. There's no way.
There's no way that that was a hoax. There's no way. There's no way that that was a hoax. There's no way.
Eddie.
I didn't tell Alex Jones Joe was in the CIA.
Right.
There you go. We're
I didn't.
We want to have both sides of the
No.
story. We can't have
He
Joey.
just said, what you do? What happened to Eddie? He just told Alex Jones that I was in the CIA. I never told Alex Jones Joe was in the CIA.
Well, he's probably trying to tell a good story right there, and I would never do anything to. I hope you don't take it.
Me and Alex Jones were having dinner after the podcast, that
Right.
giant one, and you know, it's not a secret that Joe used to be a conspiracy theorist, and you know, he was the moon hoax crusader, and then now he's not. You know, and I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of man, but go from not trusting the government to trusting them, I don't know. So
we get hit up with that a lot.
yeah. But anyways, whatever. So Alex said, "What do you think happened? What happened?" I said, "I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if someone talked to him." So that's all I said. Not that I had any proof,
Right,
or anything.
right,
I didn't have any
right,
proof.
right.
He just asked me, "What do you think?" I go, "Joe's not telling me shit. He would. I don't know if he would." I go, "But it wouldn't surprise me if someone talked to him."
Yeah, Duncan.
So that turned into Joey saying,
Yeah.
I never said he was in the CIA.
I think it's just friends busting each other's balls.
That's exactly
I don't
what
want
it
you
was.
to.
No, that's
fucking-
exact- that's
We would
exactly
never
what it
do anything to be disrespectful.
Hey,
to
you know what? That's
it's just comedy and it's fun and everybody's busting each other's balls. Eddie, nobody loves you more than me.
Hey.
You know, I love you to death.
The
You can
doorway
choke
is
me
that
out,
way. We
though.
have to go by Eddie to
You
get
can
to the
choke
door.
me out.
No, but I understand why. You know, I understand why Joey's saying that. I understand that.
I think it's all everybody's having fun.
He
I think
did.
people-
Joe got mad because Alex Jones goes on air and says, "I heard from, I heard from reliable sources that yes, the CIA talked to Joe and talked to his family, and they threatened his family." Like Alex Jones said that on air after I said, "Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if someone talked to him." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And who else wouldn't think that? I mean,
Right.
a lot of people think that.
I get that.
You know what I mean? It's not that crazy. He's super famous,
And he has
crazy
that-
famous, and now he's got a influential podcast. It wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, no.
People get suicided. So a little talking to
Duncan asked him
That's
on the
not that
last
crazy.
podcast.
That's not that crazy.
Really?
So
Oh yeah, I saw that. He says he got a little nervous with him.
Duncan just confronted him. He's just like, "Hey, man, I'm worried about you. You're too big. You know, you have too big of a voice." So, hey, it's all of us. Who really takes this seriously?
So Alex says, "I heard from sources that he had been talking reliable." So if you listen to Alex Jones, shit, it sounds like someone really told him that this is real. That Joe got,
So
sat
you're
down.
saying that he's not referring to your conversation.
No,
you're saying
because
he's
Alex
referring
Jones
to
exaggerated about it 1,000,000 times. So Joe heard this. Joe calls me up and says, "What the fuck you telling Alex Jones that I'm in the CIA?" And I said, "I didn't tell him you were in the CIA." He asked me, "What do you think happened? Why did you switch from being a conspiracy theorist to believing government official stories?" And then I go, "I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if someone talked to him, to be honest."
My opinion
You know what I
on-
mean? That's what I said.
Here's my opinion on Joe.
And no, the
Joe
bottom
has
line, no,
everybody-
the bottom line is Alex Jones totally exaggerated.
Right.
That's what happened. He totally exaggerated.
Joe
it had
doesn't-
nothing to do with
Right.
Joey telling me no CIA stars.
Yeah.
Nothing to do
That
with
was just a fun story.
That
and
was-
we were just
that
busting
was beautiful.
balls here.
That was beautiful.
You
Had
could
nothing
choke-
to do with that.
You could choke him out after, and I will film it all.
It had to do with me and Alex Jones having dinner, and that's it.
And you know what they say, whatever they want to say about Joe, I say this 1,000 times. He has everybody on. Most people, if they didn't want to hear it, wouldn't even have people on. He doesn't have to agree with you on anything. He has you on. He has you on. You guys are best friends. He allows you to express your opinions, his opinions, Duncan's opinion, Alex Jones' opinion. Whoever it is, he has them on to, in fact, express those opinions, even though he may not necessarily agree with them. And that is fine. And I think that means that he's at least open to it. He doesn't have to agree with it. He at least has you on the discussion in this fucking monstrous podcast. And that's more than some people would do, in my honest opinion of Joe.
Absolutely. You know, and if somebody talked to him, I would totally understand. Someone talked to me, I'd shut the fuck up too.
Mine's not working.
Just tilt the marshmallow, Charlie.
Still not working.
No, Charlie, tilt it 23.5 degrees.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Warning. Ball, Earth, Logic. Ball Earth Logic is highly contagious. If you encounter Ball Earth Logic, immediately research Flat Earth.
Ooh, ouch! Charlie, that really hurt. Charlie tilted me. And that really hurt, Charlie. And it's still hurting. Ooh.
Hey man, you ever look into Flat Earth?